Welcome to a very special episode of Garage419. Joining me today, one of my personal heroes. Let's welcome Jimmy Justice to the program. Thanks for being on the show, Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
I have seen all of your videos on YouTube, and I just die laughing. And it is the best thing. Explain a little bit about what you do, so our audience can familiarize ourselves with the video gold we're about to show them.
Basically, I go around New York City with a video camera, and I catch traffic enforcement agents violating the same laws that they're paid to enforce.
That is classic. Someone's got to police the police, right?
Absolutely.
And when all else fails, get a video camera and do it yourself, right?
Yeah, before I picked up a video camera, Matt, I actually would call the 311 hotline or other city agencies make complaints, and my complaints were not taken seriously.
Yeah.
And then I went to a digital camera, a still camera, and I would send in pictures of an offending vehicle parked blocking a fire hydrant.
Okay.
And I would make an official complaint. But when they reviewed the complaint and they would contact the officer would lie and say, yeah, I was parked at that hydrant, but it was an emergency, so I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So then I upgraded to a video camera, and this way I could show them coming out of McDonald's with a bag of food, and they cannot lie and say it was an emergency.
Oh, that's great. Now, you brought us some video, all right? And
yes.
this is new, never seen video, right?
Yeah, I'm giving you an exclusive here. I just shot this a few days ago, and your show will be the first to air it.
Awesome. Set up the video for us. What are we going to be looking at?
Basically, the traffic enforcement agents in New York City have a union called the CWA Local 1182, and they get together a couple times a year to have a union meeting. And I suspected that
there might be some illegal parking happening outside the meeting.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have hundreds of people going to this meeting and they're trying to all park in the same place, they're not going to have enough space, and they will have to park illegally. And the scam that these traffic agents pull off is the union prints these paper placards that they put in the windshield, identifying them as traffic enforcement agents, and therefore other traffic agents won't give them a ticket. And they have this deal that you don't give me a ticket, I won't give you a ticket, we'll just give tickets to the general public.
So let's watch the video and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. I'm videotaping your illegally parked vehicle.
Okay, but check this out.
Yeah.
Don't put me on camera.
You're in a no standing zone.
Okay, well, we got a union meeting over here, and it's self-enforced right now, okay?
What does that mean?
That's what it is. What self-enforced means? Relaxed enforcement. That's what that means, okay?
Right.
But don't put me on camera, because let me tell you something, okay?
You can tell me whatever you want. It's all right.
You have to get permission to film me.
On a public street?
On a public street, because you don't put nothing in my face on a public street, okay?
You're actually coming into my face.
Put your camera out of my face, sir.
I think the smart thing to do is for both of us to take a step backward. So before this gets heated and out of control.
It's already heated.
Well, you're the one heating it. I'm talking to you like a human being. You asked me a question.
Get your camera out of my face.
Get your face out of my camera.
Dennis,
you parked in a no standing zone. You're a traffic enforcement agent.
If you put your camera in my face, it's going to be a problem, sir.
There's a problem because you parked your vehicle illegally.
Dennis, I don't want you to lock up.
Dennis, don't do it, Dennis. You're going to a union meeting. You're not on official business. You're not allowed to park in a no standing zone. Your agency would give a ticket to somebody else who did that. You're not allowed to do that, Dennis.
Dennis, listen to me.
Go into the union meeting, Dennis. Why are you leaving your car illegally parked? Someone else will get a ticket for that, Dennis.
All right, so how many cars did you see illegally parked outside this meeting?
Dozens of them.
And they obviously weren't too happy to see you.
They weren't too happy to see me. Somebody came out of their car, got very aggressive, got in my face, and it's ironic that the traffic enforcement agents were there on that day to discuss the felony assault bill. They're petitioning the governor of New York to make it a felony punishable by 7 years in jail for assaulting a traffic enforcement agent while he's on the job.
Well, I guess people probably get angrier at traffic enforcement agents than any other kind of authority figure. I mean, everyone who has a driver's license has gotten a bullshit parking ticket at one point in their life, myself included many times over.
Absolutely, but you know, Matt, what hurts more than getting a parking ticket that you think was unfair is watching the same traffic enforcement agent, after he wrote you a ticket, get back into his official vehicle and commit the exact same violation.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with, like, you know, like police officers who run red lights when there's no emergencies, who speed on the, you know, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen state troopers on the highways not in any particular rush to go anywhere, but going 100 miles an hour in the left lane. Meanwhile, if I go 70, I can get pulled over and ticketed for that. Why is that person more qualified to drive at high speeds that are non-emergency than I am?
Right,
You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
some of the issues that I want to bring up to public debate with my videos.
Well, what set off this whole crusade?
About 2 years ago, I witnessed a traffic enforcement agent write a civilian a parking ticket for blocking a fire hydrant. Then the exact same traffic enforcement agent got into his official vehicle, he made a U-turn and parked blocking a different fire hydrant on the other side of the street, and then he went into a restaurant to eat lunch. And I said, there has got to be something wrong with that.
Is there, I mean, where do you, do you feel you've accomplished something? I mean, obviously hundreds of thousands of people have seen your videos. You know, what do you feel like you're really accomplishing with all this, and where do you see it going?
Well, I actually have seen a reduction in the rate of recidivism in areas that I have frequented.
Oh, nice.
And
So it works.
It's working. I very rarely see the same officer doing something wrong twice.
Oh, that's that. Well, actually, that is a real result there, isn't it?
Matt, I'm forcing people into compliance by embarrassing them and putting their videos on YouTube for the whole world to see. And I laugh at them.
For the record, it is totally legal to videotape a public official, right?
Absolutely.
If they're out in public and doing whatever they're doing, that's completely legal, right?
Yes, the Supreme Court has ruled that there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in a public place. So everything is fair game.
Free to video anything, anytime.
That's right.
We got to take a break and sell some advertising. When we come back, we're going to talk a little more about Jimmy Justice and his crusade against the traffic enforcement agents breaking their own laws. Stick around. Back with Jimmy Justice on the program. I am so glad to have you here, Jimmy. You are the man.
Thank you.
So, you know, obviously these traffic enforcement agents are not happy to see you when you're videotaping them. I mean, do they ever, I mean, obviously they confront you. Do they ever, you know, take your camera or anything like that?
Well, they try. Actually, I've had 2 cameras smashed. I've had another camera wrestled over and they broke off the LCD screen. I've been pushed around, cursed, spit at, chased, harassed, and threatened with arrest.
Is that, I mean, is a traffic enforcement agent allowed to treat you that way?
Absolutely not.
I mean, if videotaping them is legal, then why should you be harassed for videotaping them?
Because they don't want this footage shown in the public.
Have you ever found out that one of those agents has gotten in trouble as a result of confronting you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh really?
Actually, there was one traffic enforcement sergeant who gave me the middle finger on camera, and she was punished for her public discourtesy, and she lost vacation days.
Oh no, that sucks. One middle finger is like, oh, sorry, you don't get this weekend off. What about where in New York City do you patrol? Are you allowed to say? Or is it a secret?
Well, I can say absolutely. Usually, I take my camera with me to work. I work on location. I'm an audio systems engineer, and I'm in a different location every day.
Okay.
And on my way to work, if I see something happening, I stop and I get out and videotape it.
Awesome. How many videos have you made? You made a lot. I mean, I've seen dozens of them.
Yeah, on my computer, I have about 32 hours of video. of which about 7 hours are very confrontational.
Nice, nice. And what about, I mean, do you ever have random people on the street who will kind of get your back in that kind of situation?
Oh yeah, I'm starting to get recognized now in places where I go, and a lot of people from the public send me emails and they offer any kind of support, material support or advice. People even offer to drive me around and be the getaway car for me.
That's awesome. Would you, do you think, have you had people who have kind of copied you in other cities around the country or sent you videos of things that they've seen?
People send me videos, people send me pictures, and thankfully I have inspired some copycats, and I would like that. Because I can't be in every city across the country.
Yeah.
And there should be a Jimmy Justice in every city. Just
there should.
Keeping the police, keeping law enforcement in check.
Right.
And not allowing people to abuse their authority.
They just have to have names that are as catchy as Jimmy Justice. They can't take your name.
Yeah, of course. I would like to tell people that they should make videos and they should make complaints, but don't be aggressive. And don't interfere with the official duty of the police department, because I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Well, that's actually a crime, isn't it, if you interfere with their duty?
Yeah, that would be called obstruction of governmental administration, and it's a misdemeanor.
Okay.
And it's punishable by up to a year in jail. So I want people to go out, take pictures, take videos, but do it from a safe distance. Don't confront the officers, and then send the videos in to their superiors and make formal complaints.
Or send it to you.
Or send it to me, and if you have a good video, I'll put it on my YouTube page.
What's the best way to find you, Jimmy? Is it through your YouTube page?
Yeah, and you can get to my YouTube page if you just go to jimmyjustice.net, and it bounces you straight there.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show, Jimmy. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to go to see some new videos, and hopefully we'll be able to have you back soon.
All right, thank you for inviting me, Matt.
Thanks, man. See you around. I am Matt Farah once again, Jimmy Justice, and we are out of here.
Don't make illegal U-turns in New York City.
I asked you to step out my face.
I asked you not to make illegal U-turns in New York City within a business district. I am Jimmy Justice, and your days of running around this city like a cowboy are over.